From council flat to global superstar, discover how Adele transformed childhood abandonment and heartbreak into the most powerful voice of her generation. This is the incredible story of the working-class girl who conquered the world by simply being herself. Prepare for tears, triumph, and pure vocal magic. Or
Biographical, Adele in a cramped council flat in Tottenham, North London, a young girl with a voice that could shatter glass sat alone, belting out Etta James songs while her teenage mother worked double shifts to keep them afloat, never imagining that her daughter's pain-filled vocals would one day soundtrack the heartbreak of millions and transform her from a struggling single mother's child into the most powerful voice in modern music. This wasn't just any ordinary girl singing in her bedroom, this was Adele Laurie Blue Adkins, who would prove that raw talent, emotional authenticity, and the courage to be vulnerable could create a level of global success that transcends every barrier of class, image, and industry expectation. Born on May 5, 1988, Adele's early life was defined by abandonment, financial struggle, and the unbreakable bond between a mother and daughter facing the world alone. Her father, Mark Evans, walked out when she was just 2 years old, leaving her mother Penny to raise Adele as a single parent in some of London's toughest neighborhoods. This early abandonment would become the emotional foundation for much of Adele's music, creating a wellspring of pain and longing that she would transform into songs that speak to anyone who has ever felt left behind or not good enough. Penny Adkins was barely an adult herself when she became Adele's sole parent, but her dedication to her daughter was absolute. Working multiple jobs and often struggling to pay rent, Penny instilled in Adele a fierce independence and the understanding that success had to be earned through hard work rather than handed down through privilege. The flat they shared was small and shabby, but it was filled with music. Penny's eclectic taste exposed young Adele to everything from the Spice Girls to Ella Fitzgerald, creating a musical education that was both diverse and deeply emotional. Adele's childhood was marked by constant movement as Penny searched for affordable housing and better opportunities. They lived in Tottenham, West Norwood, and Brixton, never staying anywhere long enough for Adele to feel truly settled or build lasting friendships. This nomadic existence made her both resilient and introspective, forcing her to find comfort in her own voice and the music that seemed to understand her feelings better than most people ever could. The discovery of Adele's extraordinary vocal ability happened gradually, emerging through school performances and casual singing around the house. But it was when she first heard Etta James that everything clicked, the raw emotion, the pain transformed into beauty, the way a voice could carry the weight of human experience and make listeners feel less alone in their struggles. Adele began teaching herself to sing like her heroes, developing the powerful, soulful style that would become her trademark. Her teenage years at the BRIT School for Performing Arts and Technology were transformative but also challenging. Surrounded by ambitious, often privileged students who had been groomed for stardom, Adele felt like an outsider with her working-class background and unconventional appearance. However, the school's emphasis on authentic artistry rather than manufactured pop gave her the space to develop her unique voice and songwriting style without pressure to conform to industry expectations. At BRIT School, Adele met other future stars like Leona Lewis and Jessie J, but she stood apart with her mature vocal style and ability to write songs that felt both deeply personal and universally relatable. Her classmates remember a funny, self-deprecating teenager who could make everyone laugh one moment and reduce them to tears with her singing the next. This combination of humor and emotional depth would become central to her public persona and artistic appeal. The breakthrough came through the most modern of methods. A friend posted 3 of Adele's songs on MySpace, where they quickly gained attention from music industry professionals searching for new talent. The simplicity of this discovery story, no manufactured backstory, no reality show drama, just pure talent shared online, perfectly encapsulated what would make Adele special: authenticity in an increasingly artificial industry. Signing with XL Recordings at just 18, Adele faced the challenge of translating her raw talent into professional success while maintaining the emotional honesty that made her special. Her debut album 19 was recorded while she was still a teenager, capturing the intensity of first love and heartbreak with a maturity that seemed impossible for someone so young. The album's success proved that audiences were hungry for real emotion and genuine artistry. Chasing Pavements became Adele's first major hit and established her as an artist capable of creating songs that were both radio-friendly and emotionally devastating. The track's exploration of unrequited love and self-doubt resonated with listeners who had never heard their own romantic confusion articulated so beautifully. Adele's ability to transform personal pain into universal art became her defining characteristic and greatest gift. The global breakthrough came with 21, an album born from heartbreak that would become one of the best-selling albums of all time. Written during and after a devastating breakup, the record captured the full spectrum of relationship emotions, from the desperate pleading of someone like you to the empowered anger of rolling in the deep. Adele's willingness to expose her emotional wounds completely created music that felt like diary entries set to perfect melodies. Someone Like You, performed at the 2011 BRIT Awards, became one of the most powerful live performances in award show history. Alone at the piano, Adele delivered the song with such raw emotion that the entire audience was visibly moved, creating a moment of genuine vulnerability that cut through the usual glitz and artifice of such events. The performance's viral spread proved that authentic emotion could still captivate mass audiences in the digital age. The success of 21 was unprecedented, spending multiple years on charts worldwide and turning Adele into a global phenomenon. However, this success came with pressures and scrutiny that she was unprepared for. The constant attention on her appearance, relationships, and personal life created anxiety and self-doubt that would influence her music and her approach to fame for years to come. Adele's decision to step back from the spotlight after her massive success showed remarkable wisdom and self-preservation. Rather than capitalizing on her fame with rushed follow-ups or manufactured collaborations, she chose to focus on her personal life, relationship with Simon Konecki, and the birth of her son Angelo in 2012. This decision to prioritize life over career endeared her to fans who respected her authenticity and relatability. The 5-year gap between 21 and 25 created enormous anticipation and pressure for Adele's return. When Hello was finally released in 2015, it broke multiple records and proved that Adele's appeal had only grown during her absence. The song's themes of regret, nostalgia, and the attempt to reconnect with past relationships resonated with audiences who had grown and changed alongside Adele during her hiatus. 25 explored themes of motherhood, growing older, and the complexity of adult relationships with the same emotional honesty that had made 21 so powerful. Songs like When We Were Young captured the bittersweet nature of nostalgia, while Water Under the Bridge showed Adele's ability to write about hope and commitment with the same power she brought to heartbreak anthems. Adele's approach to live performance evolved into something truly special. Her concerts became communal experiences where she served as both entertainer and therapist, sharing personal stories and creating intimate moments even in massive venues. Her between-song banter, featuring her distinctive Cockney accent and self-deprecating humor, made audiences feel like they were chatting with their funniest, most talented friend. The personal transformation Adele underwent during her divorce from Simon Konecki and subsequent weight loss became a source of both celebration and controversy. Her decision to prioritize her health and happiness over public expectations showed remarkable courage, while her openness about the challenges of divorce and single motherhood provided comfort to countless fans facing similar struggles. 30, released in 2021, found Adele exploring themes of divorce, therapy, and self-discovery with unflinching honesty. Songs like Easy on Me and Hold On showed an artist who had learned to extend the same compassion to herself that her music had always shown to others. The album's success proved that audiences would follow Adele through any personal evolution as long as she remained authentic and emotionally honest. Her viral moments on social media, particularly her reactions to fan encounters and her appearances on talk shows, have made Adele one of the most memeable and beloved celebrities online. Her genuine surprise at her own success, combined with her ability to laugh at herself and connect with ordinary people, has created a social media presence that feels authentic rather than managed. The Las Vegas residency at Caesars Palace represents Adele's evolution into a truly global entertainer while maintaining the intimacy that makes her special. Her emotional reactions to audience members' stories, her willingness to stop mid-song to connect with fans, and her ability to make a massive venue feel like a living room have redefined what a residency can be. Adele's influence on the music industry extends beyond her own success to the artists she has inspired and the space she has created for emotional authenticity in popular music. Her proof that vulnerability can be strength has encouraged countless artists to embrace their own emotional honesty and reject the pressure to conform to manufactured pop expectations. Her business acumen has been as impressive as her artistic achievements. Adele's decisions about touring, recording contracts, and brand partnerships show an artist who understands her worth and refuses to compromise her artistic integrity for quick financial gain. Her loyalty to her original record label and management team demonstrates rare consistency in an industry known for constant upheaval. The impact of Adele's music on popular culture cannot be overstated. Her songs have become the soundtrack to countless breakups, makeups, and life transitions. Her ability to articulate emotions that people struggle to express themselves has made her an essential voice for love, loss, healing, and personal growth. As Adele continues to evolve as an artist, mother, and person, her story serves as proof that the most powerful art comes from the most honest places. From that little girl in Tottenham singing away her pain to one of the world's most celebrated artists, Adele's journey demonstrates that authenticity, vulnerability, and the courage to share your truth can transform not just your own life, but the emotional lives of millions who find comfort and understanding in your story today. Adele represents the best of British music and the power of emotional honesty in an often superficial world. Her story continues to inspire while proving that true success comes not from fitting expectations, but from having the courage to be completely, unapologetically yourself.
Adele's journey proves that your pain can become your power when you have the courage to share it. From Tottenham to worldwide fame, she showed us that authenticity wins every time. Subscribe for more incredible musical stories. Like if Adele's voice touched your soul. Share which Adele song healed your heart.